famous. Yeah, I gotta keep it trendy on my soul. I'm the most selfish person that I know. Here we go, down the rabbit hole. Got a couple carrots around my neck.
And we are live. Welcome back to Mescalo Moguls. It's your boy, the one with the scars face, your boy Scarface. And I want to thank you guys again, once again, always supporting the podcast, always supporting, everything I do. I really do appreciate it. Because of you guys, I'm motivated to keep putting out content for you guys. Keep doing that, things like this for you. The TikToks, the pins. The pins have been selling. All sorts of stuff has been going crazy. Shirts coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Again, truly do appreciate it. If you guys want to support the podcast, just leave us a review, a thumbs up, share it with a friend. We'll take that. We'll take that. I love that. If you guys leave a 5-star review, whatever you can. If you guys want to also support a little bit further, we sell a little bit of stuff too as well. Link is always in the bio. So check it out. So definitely, again, thank you guys for always helping me out, supporting the podcast, and sharing it like crazy, liking it like crazy, and the feedback has been amazing. So the next topic, before I get into the next topic, shout out to everybody who, the encouraging words and all this, the stuff that you guys were sending me about the I'm Not the Father podcast, because again, shit is tough. You know what I mean? Shit is tough out here. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect at the end of the day. So thank you guys for all the kind words that you guys said. That if you guys haven't listened to that podcast, definitely go check it out. Go check out all the episodes. I think they've been pretty good. So, definitely go and check it out. So today what we're going to get into is because summertime is coming around. Drinks might be floating, flying, and things like that, chugged. And some people tend to make bad decisions, meaning not bad decisions like drinking too much. We've all been there. But stepping outside the relationship, willing to step out of the relationship and things like that, and how to get over it. You know what I mean? Because it's happened. I've seen people get cheated on. I mean, right now, to be honest, I know a lot of people that are cheating on their partners. But, at the end of the day, I don't like drama. So I don't like to go around and it's not my business. And it's usually the people who are, they're a perfect couple. That's where I'll leave that. But we're going to get into today, ways to get over your partner cheating on you, And so before I get into these, because again, I did my research, I went in different places to get some common things to get over, to help you heal. But at the end of the day, before we get into these, this is where I sit on cheating. If somebody were to ever cheat on me, that's it. There's no second chances. There's no, let's try to work this out. Let's see where it goes. I don't care what that person tells me. If you had to step out of the relationship to go and be intimate with somebody else, kiss somebody else, whatever, that's it. We're done. I don't give second chances. I don't do let's see where it goes. No. If you guys want to risk the time and effort to try to see if it's going to work out, see maybe we can, fix this, by all means, go for it. Am I going to do it? Absolutely not. So that's where I sit on cheating. But this is on how to get over someone who's, put you through that, because it sucks. I'm pretty sure it sucks. I haven't been cheated on, but there was a moment where you thought somebody was your boy, but ended up not being your boy. So, I mean, I won't get too in depth with that, a lot of people, if you know. So, all right. So number one that we have on this is to allow to grieve. Give yourself permission to experience the pain, anger, and the sadness that comes with being betrayed. It's normal to feel a range of emotions, and suppressing them may prolong the healing process. So, and which is true. So many people, they go through this and then they instantly want to find somebody to fill that void. And that next person usually ends up being a rebound or, something like that. You have to give yourself time to heal. That's why, during the whole process of me going through, am I the dad or not? I didn't want to bring anybody along through that because I'm trying to figure this shit out. I'm not trying to drag somebody along with that. And so the same should be with you. Don't drag somebody along while you're in the healing process. So this is a big thing too. When guys say, hey, I'm healing right now. Okay, I get it. We all been there. But don't mess around with this girl's feelings or don't mess around with this guy's feelings just because you want them there for a good time or to make you feel better for for that time that you guys hang out, but you're really not into the person, So we should give ourselves time to heal. Meaning, like, I always tell people, like, this morning I went for a run. I felt amazing afterwards. I felt inspired, and I felt. It's funny because a while back ago, Diddy, Puff Daddy, you guys all know him by different names. I guess now he's going by Love. uh, he had this whole campaign was like no bitch assness, and so I was like, yeah, like no bitch assness, meaning like a lot of people make the excuses that they don't want to go out there, but I feel amazing afterwards, right? And then afterwards, I was like, I'm not gonna deal with these people like who, like willing to accept less than what you deserve. So I was like, no bitch assness now, and that's what I mean by like when you going for a walk, going for a bike ride, you're able to heal yourself, think about, be out there, be with nature. Like, trust me, those feelings are amazing. That's why I always say people go outside, go on a hike, go on a walk, go on a bike ride, something. Get outside, keep your mind distracted, pick up new hobbies. There's different hobbies that you guys can pick up. And a big thing for me, so my last relationship was a little over 2 years ago. And I said I wasn't going to date after that. Like, I was going to take time for me, meaning like I started really focusing on my business, started really focusing like on everything that I wanted to do. And it's been able to grow a lot. And I'm super grateful for it. And I'm like, dang, I'm glad I took that time. Right. And so like, if you're going through a healing process, this is the time to focus on something for yourself. Meaning like when you guys are in a relationship, right? Relationship takes time, takes effort, takes away from things that you actually want to get done, or like goals that you have that you want to accomplish, right? But now that you're single, working on yourself, focus on some of these things. Start that side hustle you wanted to start. Pick up that new hobby, learn something new, pick up books, because these are all ways to distract your mind. And it's not like I got cheated on my last relationship. It just didn't work out, and I was just done. Like, I was done putting effort into people. I was done. Like, I was just like, I'm not getting the same in return. Like, I'm putting myself in these horrible relationships, So I was like, and me, I love hard. So that was like a big thing for me. So I was like, I'm just going to focus on myself. I'm going to focus on myself, and which was one of the best decisions I could ever made. And I highly recommend it for you guys. So start making these efforts. I know it sucks. I know you think about them. I know you just like constantly running through your mind, but the more you just sit around your house and think about the person, the more you're willing to call the person and be like, hey, like, let's talk, let's go there, let's go do that. And they're going to try to like, if they're going to try to get you back too. They're going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Let's get married. We've all heard that. Let's get married after getting cheated on. Or we've all like, oh, maybe a kid. No, if the relationship's not working out before you guys have a kid or get married, what makes you think it's going to be better after you have one? It's going to make it worse. So take your time to heal. Doesn't matter what. There's different methods. Everyone's a little bit different. There's no exact playbook on how to heal or get over somebody. So at the end of the day, it's those little baby steps. One day at a time. All right, today I'm going to do this. Today I'm going to do that. Today I'm going to do this. And so it really is like, for example, like when I go and run, yeah, sometimes I get fucking tired, but I'm like, all right, I'm going to make it there. I make it there. Cool. I'm going to make it there. Cool. I make it there. I'm going to make it there. Cool. I make it there. It's these little goals, and you're just like, you feel proud. You feel like you achieved something, right? Like, cause I'm like, all right, I'm going to make it there. Cause like, I'm getting tired. I kind of want to stop. That's our mind playing games. And we know like your body can keep going, but I'm like, all right, I'm going to make it there. Make it there. All right. I'm going to make it there. Make it there. Small little goals like that. And that's the same that like for you guys, when you guys are trying to heal. All right, today I'm going to do this. Today I'm going to do this so I don't think about the person. Today I'm going to do this so I don't think about getting cheated on. Today I'm going to do this. So there's a bunch of things that you can do. It just, we choose just to like sit around and like cry about it, go drink. Like none of these problems, like none of that stuff is going to help you. Doing the harder things, like, like getting out there, doing something, keeping yourself distracted is a lot harder. Trust me. So make sure you heal before you even start talking to somebody else, before you even start messing with somebody's emotions, because at the end of the day, you don't want to waste their time. I wouldn't want to get my time wasted either. So All right. Number 2 is to seek support. Reach out to friends, family, and therapists who can provide a listening ear and emotional support. Talking about your feelings and experiences can help you process and gain perspective. And that's very true. Like it's funny. It just happened on the book that I was reading. I'm reading David Goggins' new book, or not reading. I'm listening to it. I listen to it while I run. So yes, I do audiobooks while I run long distance because they motivate me and keep me locked in instead of watching like a watch. But he talks about there, like, his mom tried to get therapy from people who didn't understand her. Didn't go through those same things, so she couldn't really relate. So find somebody. Yes, it's cool to talk to friends. Yes, it's cool to talk to your parents, but talk to somebody who can relate. Talk to somebody who got over getting cheated on. Talk to somebody. Like, talk to people. At the end of the day, this is why, like me, like the last podcast, yeah, it sucked because I said I'm glad I didn't have a kid in that situation, right? But it sucked the fact that I had not almost romanticized, but like envisioned the kid being mine already. I was like, I'm gonna be doing this. I'm gonna be this type of dad, and so on and so forth. So like when I got told no, I'm not the dad. Yeah, it was more of a like, fuck, that kind of sucks, because you were thinking about all this stuff. So, so get some help, and like me talking about it helped, leaving all his emotions stored in, not talking about it. Never feel embarrassed, because we all go through problems. Everybody, I went through that. Somebody could be getting cheated on or getting over getting cheated on, a divorce, a breakup. Everyone's going through something different. So we have to remember that we're not the only ones that go through certain situations. There's a lot of people who go through similar situations, and they can give you their perspective on how they got past it, how they got over it. Because again, everybody is a little bit different. But we all have our own methods to cope, our own methods to heal, our own methods for all this stuff. That's why I said, like, but if you take a little bit here, a little bit there, in the end of the day, you're going to find out what works for you, and you're going to be able to get past this. And that's the biggest thing is, finding people to talk to, even if you have to pay somebody. Trust me, you guys pay for the dumbest shit ever. Okay. When you go to Target, you buy random shit, you do this, but you don't want to spend a little bit of money on some mental health, like to help you out, to help you get over this stuff. No. He also talked about it in that book. He's like, shopping doesn't do shit. It does something for that moment, but guess what? You still have the rest of the day. How are you going to cope with the rest of the day? Yeah, you did some retail therapy, some shopping therapy, but guess what? That lasted like an hour. There's 24 hours in a day, and you can't go and do the same thing the next day. I mean, you can if you're well off, but a lot of people can't afford to go shopping one day, go shopping the next day, no. Okay. So think about that. You're willing to invest into or not invest, but buy food, going out to eat, like doing this, doing that, buying this random shit, but you don't want to invest into your mental health, your therapy and stuff like that. No, that should be top priority, because if you're on top of your shit, trust me, everything else that you're doing is on top of your shit. I've been able to help myself talking about stuff. There's certain situations I don't want to talk about, but the more you keep the stuff inside of you, the longer it's going to take you to get over it. So that's why it's a big thing to talk to people, and just don't talk to anyone. It has to be a close friend. It has to be somebody. Don't just find somebody random and then be like, yo, this is what happened. And then they're going to go talk to, have you ever seen some of these people, like when you go on a first date and they give you a life story and then how they're so depressed, and you're more like, yo, like your ass should be at home healing or something. What are you doing here? So find some people, get some support. Hold on, we're going to wait for this. So that's what sucks about being by a major street, is that there's a fire department like down the street too. So it sucks because they pass by here every now and then. So again, find somebody, get some help. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel ashamed. Sorry, I have like a small little cough that I've been trying to get over. It's more allergies. So if you hear me cough random times, so sorry. Number 3, set boundaries. Establish clear boundaries with your ex-partner to protect yourself emotionally. This may involve cutting off contact, unfollowing them on social media, or limiting interactions to essential matters if you have shared responsibilities. And I can't stress this enough. if I date somebody, we're done. Meaning, like, I'm gonna sell everything I have that's yours or that you gave me. Come get all your shit. Uh, I'm gonna block you on social media. I'm gonna remove you off social media too. I'm going to delete your number and block your number off of my phone. That way, there's no drunk texting or anything like that. Because this is something I learned, and I didn't realize at the time I was learning it. But when you just get rid of everything of that person, there's nothing for you to remind you of them. Delete their photos, get rid of everything. Like, yeah, it sucks. They were cool memories, but guess what? That relationship is done with, and especially like this, like, again, I would not go back with an ex. If somebody were to cheat on me like this is the process that I would be taking too, like deleting all their shit. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to know. I don't even want to know the person who it was. That's why you have to block them. Don't go into their profile. Don't go see them just because you don't want to see that person. It's not going to do anything for you. Seeing the person your partner cheated with is not going to do anything for you. Even if they're uglier, even if they're prettier, even if they work at Wendy's, even if they no matter where they're at. I'm not saying Wendy's is bad though, by the way. I'm just saying if say you have your career going and they're over at Wendy's right now. But it's not going to do anything for your mental health. It's actually going to make it worse because now that person's head, that person is going to be stuck in your head. Like, you're always going to remember that your partner cheated on you with this person. And then it's going to lead to more questions. Why this person? What does she have that I don't have? What does he have that I don't have? You know what I mean? And things like that. That's why, completely remove people. I always tell people to do that. I know it's hard. Trust me, it's not easy. You shouldn't be keeping ex photos and stuff like that. So it's going to help you heal too. Yes, it's going to suck in the beginning, having all this stuff, not contacting you. Because if they're into you, they're going to try to reach out to you, get back with you, do whatever it takes to get you back. They're going to do it because they're like, oh shit. They're going to, sweet talk you, say it was a mistake, that they regretted it, yada, yada. We've all heard it. The excuses people use when they, cheat on their partner. But they're going to try to win you back because now, yes, they're losing you. But now another thing is damn, somebody else is going to be with you, and that hurts guys' egos. You know what I mean? Knowing that another man could make you happier and will be touching you intimately. Trust me, it hurts their ego. And that's why they try to win you back. That was a big thing for me. Why I didn't want to leave my long relationship was just the thought of her being intimate with somebody else crushed me. I was like, hell no, hell no, nobody's going to touch her. So you would try to make it work, even though it wasn't working. So that's why it has a lot to do with guys' ego, and they won't tell you that. A lot of guys won't tell you that. Some guys would be ashamed to tell you something like that. No, at the end of the day, that's why I didn't want to, the relationship wasn't working, but that was the only reason holding me back. That and one more reason, but we can get into that one later. So again, don't follow them on social media. Get rid of their stuff. Sell it, trade it, whatever you got to do. That's what I do. I try not, I don't get attached to stuff because, again, say they give you a wallet, right? And you're just like, dang, I remember this birthday. They gave me this wallet. All these memories come back. So no, that's why I get rid of it. Who cares what it is? It's just material stuff. You're asking, go buy something different. If they gave you this wallet, all right, sell it, go buy the other one. Go buy the other color. But now you got it for yourself. All right, so, all right, and number 4 is focus on self-care. Focus on self-care. Take care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally. Engage in activities that bring you joy, such as hobbies, exercise, spending time with loved ones, or pursuing new interests. Prioritizing your self-care to rebuild your self-esteem and overall well-being. Because yes, like I mentioned earlier, this is probably going to crush you. It's going to feel like the world is ending. You're never going to find somebody else. You're never going to feel happy again. You're never going to be normal. Why you got cheated on, you're going to start questioning that if you're not good enough, and so on and so forth. Trust me, it's normal to feel those emotions. We're human. If someone does something like that, of course it's going to hurt you. There's nobody who's going to be like, oh well, on to the next. No, So that's why you have to like keep your mind distracted. And I mentioned it earlier, like whether it be like exercising. Remember when I said go for walks, jogs, you name it, because it clears the mind. It helps you. To me, it motivates me. It motivates me being outside in the sun, in nature. That's why I refuse to run on treadmills, because I don't get that same feeling on a treadmill. I get that feeling when I run outside. So a bike ride, pick up new hobbies. Again, where it said like prioritize on yourself and pursue new interests. Like if there's a business that you wanted to start it. Like now you have some extra time. Now you have like this to distract yourself. I've known a few people who built a pretty good business because they got cheated on. Why? Because now instead of focusing on satisfying their partner, meaning like being there, like doing this, doing that, now they had more time to focus on themselves, follow their goals, and do their thing. And that's it will help you because it's gonna keep you distracted. It's gonna keep you mentally busy. Me, like that's why people are like, you don't mind being alone. No, I've gotten so used to being by myself. Like I really don't need somebody around. Like, of course, it would be nice to have somebody around, but now my BS meter is like I'm not gonna take anything less than what I want. If I start talking to someone and you don't meet those criteria, cool. I'm doing good on my own. Like it's not like I need you. So like that's why like then you can become picky. I love that quote. It's like when you learn to be alone, you become a very dangerous person because one, you become really laser focused on things to keep your mind distracted. And me, like I said, I'm super, super focused on my businesses, my TikTok, my podcast, the merch stuff, and a few things that I got coming up. Like I'm super focused on that. Of course, I'm not going through a breakup, but this helps. This helps, and it helped me after I broke up too, with my ex. Just keeping myself busy. Keeping yourself busy, like it helps with the healing process. So that's why I said start something, focus on something new, pick up new hobbies, learn something new that you wanted to learn. Now you have some time. And you want to distract your mind. The most important one. Distract your mind. That way you don't start thinking about random thoughts and all of a sudden you message him back or call him back and be like, hey, maybe we should try to work this out or something. You don't want to do that. All right. And practice forgiveness practice forgiveness. If and when you're ready, forgiveness is the personal choice and should be only considered if you genuinely feel ready. It's important to understand forgiveness doesn't mean condoning the behavior or staying in the same relationship. It's about letting go of the resentment and finding peace within yourself. So I agree with that, with like being like, all right, you cheated. That's cool. I forgive you for cheating, but are we going to be together? No. Because holding on to that grudge, and that's something I'm really trying to work on because that's something I really do struggle with is like I hold grudges for a long time. And I am like very, very stubborn. Meaning like if I have a grudge towards you, like trust me, like we should. Like, I mean, I can't be like I'm gonna go all my life without holding this grudge, if that makes sense. Because I don't know. Like I've never been in that situation, but yes, I have a hard time holding grudges. Like, and I really need to work on that is holding grudges and just forgiving people and letting it go. So maybe that's something I can focus on this year. And I know it'd probably be hard if somebody cheated on you and to get like forgive them and move on or something like that. So trust me, I'm gonna try to work on it for myself, and you guys should work on it too. But don't forgive them as in like letting them come back. No, I don't agree with that at all. So if it didn't work out, it didn't work out. If they cheated on you, they cheated on you. Do not take them back because I've seen people. Trust me, I've done it before. Like where you try. This is where I learned that it really doesn't work. And just based off other people, I've seen that it really doesn't work. Like giving people second chances, it doesn't work. So again, if you guys want to take that risk, then go for it. If you want to waste your time and effort, then go for it. I'm not going to. All right. Learn from experience. Reflect on the relationship and betrayal. Identify any patterns or red flags that may have been overlooked and use this knowledge to grow and make better choices in the future. And this is very true because a lot of people don't see all the things that they learn from this. A lot of people I know it's hard at the time to take the positives out of these negative situations, but the positives in some of these situations is that you learned what to look out for, learned what to not accept in the future, learn that what your boundaries are at. You know, you're not going to accept this person like just completely be shady, you know, like say they're, oh, I'm going to go over here with the like boys and then just not completely answer. No, I've done that before. It bit me in the ass. But now if you're going to go with your boys, you got to call me or something, you know, like something like that. And the guy should understand because what you've been through. And so if this guy's trying to like court you, get to know you, the new person, they should be fine with that and be like, okay, like she went through a guy who was cheating on her. And so I get it. I get it. But you'll learn what to look out for, like maybe little things that he was doing or she was doing. And like you thought it was shady at first, but or like it was kind of like a gut feeling telling you something, but you're like, nah, it's not really anything. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, or maybe I'm just thinking weird thoughts. But now you're like, no, that what I was feeling at that moment was it something, because obviously you caught this person, you know, cheating or found out he was cheating and stuff like that. So all these little things are gonna pop up. You're gonna be way more aware. You're not gonna settle for less. That way, like your future relationship or whoever it may be with, you know, you can set these boundaries. You can set this from the beginning, from the rip, from the start, from the jump. You know, don't wait until later on. Like if you notice something in the beginning, that's why I said like in the beginning of relationships, always set your boundaries on what you want. Don't settle for less, because if you settle for less, then or like, oh, it's fine. Like he's cute. Oh, that's funny. He got super jealous or he got super controlling or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, no, those are all red flags right there. You know what I mean? Like you'll notice all these little things in the beginning, set your boundaries, what you won't and will not accept, love bombing people and stuff like that. So I know it may suck at the moment. Like say you're going through somebody who cheated on you, going through a divorce because of it or something like that. So just know that you learn from this, like learn from it. Know in the future that you're not going to accept things like this. You know, the shady ways that the person was being, you know, the things that they were telling you, or how you caught them, like if they were like, if you caught them over social media and stuff like that, if they were friends at work, because that's where a lot of cheating goes on, is at work. So, you know, now you know what to look out for. Now you know what to like be aware of. It may suck at the moment, but just know that your body, or not your body, but these things are being engraved in you. Like now, like, all right, that's what the last person said that he was doing or she was doing, but she ended up being all shady, messing around with another guy. So now I will not let that happen in the future. Meaning like, hey, okay, that's cool, but you know, I can go. Oh, I let you have a guy friend and I really didn't get to meet the person. No, this time if you want to have a guy friend, I'm gonna meet him so they know what's up. So, and just like things like that, you learn different things. All right. Give yourself time. Healing takes time and everyone's journey is different. Be patient with yourself. Allow yourself the space to heal at your own pace. Avoid rushing into a new relationship as a rebound, as it may hinder your healing process. And this is true. Like, don't rush into anything. Like, so many people, yes, it might feel nice. Yes, like, even like when people get out of a toxic relationship and they go with the next person, it's usually a rebound because this person treated you like shit, but this person treats you good. So now you're thinking this is, you really like this person, but what you're liking is how they're treating you, the affection that they're showing you, you know, being cool, like kissing you, being intimate with you when your ex wasn't doing those things, you know, so you like that feeling. You don't like the person, you like the feelings. And because later on you're just like, oh shit, like, I really don't like that person like that. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't see myself with that person. And I've had girls who were rebounds, you know, and it was more because you felt like you wanted to fill a void. And then what also sucked, what people won't say is like, a girl told me I was a rebound one time, and I was like, me? A rebound? How dare you? Like, I could not believe I was a rebound. You know, but it's happened. You know, some guys won't tell you that. Some guys would be too macho, like, oh, I've never been anybody's rebound. But yes, it's happened to me. And it sucks. and it sucks. But these are things you want to avoid, because now you have to deal with this. What if it is going to affect your healing process, because now you're bringing on all these other person's emotions, stresses, and things like that, because we all know they come with relationships. No relationship is absolutely perfect. Nothing ever happens. No, there's issues. Maybe this other person is needy, so it's like a little bit stressful because you have to find more time for them, and so on and so forth. So that's why, just take your time. That's why I said a little over 2 years, no relationship. Why? Because I've been wanting to focus on myself. And plus, I also felt like I rushed into those relationships without really, I accepted less than what I wanted to, just because at the time I felt like I was asking for too much. But no, I'm not asking for too much. There's people out here who are willing to give you that and more. But that's why you have to just take your time. Because me, if I'm going to invest my time and effort into somebody else, when I decide to, I always go, I go 100% with the person, meaning like I'll do whatever it takes. You got 100% of my attention, and so on and so forth. And that's what's really been stopping me, or that's what stopped me the past couple of years, was I didn't want to do that again just for another relationship not to work out. So that's why I was like, no relationships. At the time, I didn't say how long. I was just like, I'm just going to focus on myself. I'm going to do things I want to do, really like dive into the business, like grow like a bunch of stuff. And it's crazy how much I've grown since then, and who knows, like if I would have found somebody, maybe it would have hindered me off course. Maybe my path would have been different. Maybe I would be somewhere else in life right now. But since I decided to focus on myself and, and do things for me and be selfish, like at the end of the day, like nobody like is going to do. Yes, people wish like, oh, I hope you do great. I hope you do this. I hope you do that. But at the end of the day, no one's going to give you that. You have to go out there and make it happen. I have to go out here and make these connections, do this, do the videos, do all this work, put in all this time and effort into something, because nobody's going to give it to me. So that's why take your time, heal. Don't rush into relationships. If your spidey senses start going off when you start talking to somebody, that's clear indicator right there. No. And same with me. Like somebody gives me a red flag in the beginning, I'm out. Like, no, I'm not going to deal. I don't care how gorgeous or beautiful you are, because these little red flags turn into bigger red flags. I remember I was talking with the girl and she gave me shady vibes. Like I felt like there was somebody else. And I was just like, all right, cool. Like, I don't want to feel like this. So you go and do your thing. You go and do your thing. And I'm going to do my thing. Don't get me wrong. She was gorgeous, but I didn't want to feel like that. Like knowing that, is she out with somebody else while she's talking to me, and stuff like that. So, but it's so easy. Like when you're focusing on yourself and you learn how to be by yourself at all times, it's so easy to be like, all right, cool. Now, I don't want that. You know what I mean? Before, like when you're not fully healed and you like the attention, you like the affection and stuff like that, maybe it's not, we'll just see, or that little red flag, that's nothing big. That was cute, so on and so forth. Because you've seen some of these, like when they become controlling, oh, hey, don't do that. Oh, that's so cute. He didn't want me to do that. But then later on, you're like, why the fuck won't you let me do it? So, just stay aware. At the end of the day, like there's no good way or like right way to get over getting cheated on, because it could have been, depending on who it was, how long it was, it could affect you a bunch of different ways, and how you are as a person, it could affect you like in a bunch of different ways that way too. So you just never know. That's why when people want a specific answer, you can't. You can just give like ways other people have done it, how I've done it, how I've like gotten over exes and stuff like that. But there's no actual official blueprint, like book. Hey, read this, do A, B, C, and you're gonna be great. Everything's gonna work out. Sunshine and rainbows all over. You know what I mean? Like that's not how it works. I wish that was how it works. It'd be a lot fucking easier. But at the end of the day, everybody is a little bit different. Everybody reacts to things a little bit different. So you just have to find what works for you. So that means get out and try things. Get out and try things. Get out and keep yourself distracted. That's the biggest thing that I was common in everything, was keeping yourself distracted with something. Not another person, okay? I'm not saying that. But keep your mind distracted with hobbies, exercising, business. You know, if you're already in a career, dive in full head on into your career. Grow that shit. Move up the ladder. If you wanted to start a business, jump in. Find out what you need to do. Get into that. There's different options. So, you know, I wish I could tell you do A, B, and C and, you know, the results will be great. But that's not how it works. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for listening to this episode. I know I try to keep them about the same length because I don't want to do super long ones unless it's a guest and we're like having a long conversation. But something nice like this is nice so you can listen to it, get motivated, or help you. And these ones have been doing great. So again, thank you guys for all the support. Go follow me on TikTok, IG. Everything's linked down below. I also put my the address. You know, now we got cameras and everything set up, so I'm a lot comfortable sending or putting my address, because now what some people are gonna do, they're gonna send me some stuff on. I don't know what they're gonna send me. People are like, "Oh, we want to send you stuff. We want to send you stuff," but you have to open it on TikTok Live. So if you haven't followed me on TikTok, make sure you go over there. A lot of people come from TikTok anyway. So if you didn't hit the follow button on TikTok, make sure you hit the follow button. Give us a 5-star review. Leave us a review or something wherever you're listening to it. Share it with your friends. Give us a like if you're on YouTube, whatever the case may be. Just doing that means the world to me. I mean, just a small little like. I love it, And if you want to do more, everything is linked in the bio. So anyways, thank you guys again, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. All right, see you guys.
Stand for truth or fall for any old scenario. That's why I keep my circle smaller than a Cheerio. Cause it's the company